Welcome to Justin Blue University. I'm Justin Blue, and today I'll be talking about getting into grad school and paying for grad school, because there's a lot of people that's going to grad school, having it funded, and actually making money while they're in grad school, profiting off of it, and we're steady either not going because we feel we can't afford to go, or we're going and getting into like great boatloads of debt that we could have easily avoided. So my life is crazy, but so we'll go back 365 days ago, give or take. I'm originally from Florida, born and raised in Florida. As you can see, my sweater says Georgia State because I'm at Georgia State University and I'm in grad school, and this is my room here in Atlanta. 365 days ago, a little bit more, I was back in my hometown at my mom's house. And if you've ever moved back home with your mom, your parents, whatever, you know that's not a situation that you want to be in, and you're trying to get out as soon as possible. So I was plotting from the day I stepped in there on how I was going to get out, how I was going to transition to a new city, how I was going to take myself to a different level and, just upgrade, progress. One of my plans were to transition to Atlanta, and my homeboy came and visited, and he's working on his PhD in a different state. But he came, visited, he's sitting on my couch, and he was telling me how he's going to school for free. Not only is he going to school for free, but he's making money on top of that. I was like, hold on, bro. So you making money while having your tuition paid? Tell me, right? I pull out a notepad. I literally started taking notes, asking him questions, and one of the things that he told me about was graduate assistantships. And up until that point, I had no idea just how graduate assistantships worked, really what they were, how they operated, all that. So basically he was telling me how it works is graduate assistantship is you're working for the school in some form. So you have maybe like a part-time job or a part-time study position, whatever it is that's underneath the school, and in that they're waiving your tuition, and in a lot of cases you get a stipend along with that too. Now if you have, you can apply for scholarships, you can get scholarship money. Depending on what you're doing, you might get grant money. So it's really possible for you to not only go to school for free, but to make money while doing it. Now I'm like, if he can make money and profit while going to school, I know I can at least get it waived and paid for. So I started looking into it more and more, and I just started believing in myself. Like, you know what? It's possible. Like I could really do this. Like this is something I could really do. And I finally just made up my mind that I wanted to do it. And by the time I made up my mind that, like, you know what, I wanna go to grad school next fall semester, man, the deadlines for applying to grad school were right around the corner. So the average person might take 6 months to a year to get everything in order and decide what schools they want to apply to and get their letters of recommendation and study for whatever exams the schools might be expecting you to take for your application. For me, it was only like 2 months, honestly. I really had like 2 months to just pretty much drop everything I was doing and give it everything I had and just go for it. And so I was like, might as well. And I went. I gave it everything I had. Fast forward, I got accepted. I also applied for a graduate assistantship, which I didn't get accepted for. I wasn't selected for because they only had a small number of graduate assistantships. And it's like, I got into the school, but I can't afford to pay for it if I don't have a graduate assistantship. So it was really, really stressing me out. Like, I can't go. And I got to the point where it's just like, you know what? If I'm going to drown, I'm going to drown screaming for help. And in life, there's a lot of points where you're going to have absolutely nothing to lose and you're going to have everything to gain. And when you find yourself in that position, you have nothing to lose. Go for it. I was like, F it. My undergraduate degree is marketing based. And so when it comes to sales, every salesman knows if you pitch to a certain number of people, no matter pretty much what you're selling, somebody's going to say yes. And so I just took that and ran with it. I went online. Listen closely. I went online. I went through pretty much every single department inside the university, and I copied and pasted just all these different emails to a Word document. So I had a list of about 300 to 400 emails in a Word document. Then I typed up a little template type email saying, my name is Justin, I'm a student from Florida, I'm scheduled to enter into Georgia State University in the fall semester, but due to finances and funding, I'm currently having issues with blah, 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 blah. Are there any graduate assistant positions available? And, I worded it differently, but I BCC'd all of those emails, that template, asking, do you have graduate assistantships available? Do you have scholarships available? And the same morning that I sent out all of those emails, I'm talking about I sent out like 300-400 in one day. I got a phone call by 12 p.m. and I answered the phone and said, Justin, are you still looking for the graduate assistant position? Yes, I sure am looking for yes. And then they were like, would you happen to have any advertising and marketing experience by chance? Now my undergraduate degree is literally advertising with a minor in marketing. The position was pretty much perfect for everything I knew my capabilities were. I sent my resume. I had a phone interview that same day. They said they'll get back to me. Then I had somebody else hit me up through one of the emails that I sent out, and I ended up having to drive to Atlanta a couple days later and do an interview with them. By the time I got done with that interview and I got back to my car, I got confirmation on the phone interview that I did a couple days before, and then a couple days later I got confirmation on the interview I did in person where I drove to Atlanta, and they offered me a graduate assistantship position as well. So I went from having nothing, went from like, what's my next move going to be? How am I going to get this taken care of? How am I going to handle this? Where's the money going to come from? I have this opportunity, but I can't take it because I can't afford to go. But I didn't accept failure and I didn't accept defeat. I said, you know what? We're going to go get it. We got nothing to lose. So I put everything out there and I went for it. So I went from having nothing to having options. If I can do it, you definitely can. Keep in mind, I threw all of this together. I'm sitting in my room. I'm in Atlanta right now making this video. And if I can do it in a short time span where I kind of had to just scramble to get the test scores that I needed to do, had to scramble to apply for everything, had to scramble for letters of recommendation. Letters of recommendation, you're supposed to do that at least a couple months in advance to give professors time to write these letters of recommendation. I literally had about a week and a half to get 3 recommendations, so I had to drive to Miami, then I had to drive to Atlanta. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I made it happen. So if I can do it, you definitely can. And it's not even applying necessarily to grad school. That's the topic for this video. But the point of the video is, if you want to make it happen, you can. If you want to make it happen, you can. If you want to make it happen, you can. I'm no superhero. I'm just a regular person, but I put my mind to it. And when you put your mind to it, it all comes together. So, yeah. That's how you afford to go to grad school and not go into a load of debt, because people who don't have access to this information and don't know about these opportunities, they'll quickly tell you that you can't afford to go, or your mind will tell you that you can't afford to do something or to make a certain transition due to money, when the money and the opportunities are actually there. This is Justin Blue. If you have any questions, message me. Make sure you share this video. I got a lot of content that's going to be coming because there's so much. Man, just, hey, subscribe and pay attention because I'm coming. Yeah.